Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to All Signs. We're going to be taking a look at what you need to know. Let me go ahead and put this mic right here. What you need to know for the upcoming week. So, I'm going to be taking a look at what's going on internally, what may be happening externally, and what you need to do to fix it or to progress. Progress. Okay, so without further ado, keep in mind that timestamps are always going to be in the comment section below. They will be pinned, and also there will be chapters available. If you guys want to get deeper, you can go ahead and visit violettaalexis.com to book a personal reading with me. Also, make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram and or Twitter, okay? So, like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, we are going to start out with Aries. Keep in mind, guys, I'm going to be constantly sipping my coffee, so just get with it or get out. God, so good. I put a shot of espresso in there and then just did like the regular like K cup thing. Chef's kiss, honey. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at Aries. The Emperor in reverse for what's going on internally. Keep in mind, guys, I don't have that other light on because sometimes when it's too many lights at once, like I can't, my intuition just can't hit the same. So if the lighting looks a little funny on the desk, sorry, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. So internally is the Emperor in reverse. Externally is the Eight of Cups. And what you need to do about this is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this is this feeling the need to control something so badly that it looks like it ends up just kind of leaving anyway, or you're kind of forced to walk away from it. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is kind of telling you like, hey, let it go. Or if there's some kind of internal issue about you feeling the need to control something, let it go. Figure out where that is actually coming from. So I want to go ahead and clarify these cards. Tell me about the Emperor in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you're trapped in your own sense of false identity, and I hope that you guys don't take that wrong. But that's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, four of Pentacles, afraid to take a risk, not understanding what your higher purpose is, trying to figure that out, and we've certainly all been there, right? But this is telling me that there's something that you feel disconnected from, and it's most likely your emotions because the Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer. Okay, it's our emotional feelings. It's how we love. It's how we want to be loved. And you're trying to heal from that, but you're not right now. It seems like you are having a hard time doing so, or even figuring out really where that's coming from. And so, what's essentially happening is because you feel like you can't control the internal, you may be trying to control the external, and it's coming from a place of insecurity. There could be something going on with like home or family life that could certainly be an issue. And with that I mean, we did just have that full moon in Cancer, which just happened in your fourth house of home and family. But it to me feels like there's this fear of taking a risk, or there's this kind of fear of venturing out. Okay, maybe you're trying to move out, maybe you're trying to figure out what you want your career to be, yada yada yada, right? So externally, we have the Eight of Cups. So this is outside of you. The Eight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse and the Moon. So, Aries, if you are trying to control like a specific narrative, or you are trying to push like a certain narrative, or you're trying to force somebody to do something, I feel like this person or these people could end up walking away, like talking shit about you. For some of you, it's that you actually are going to have to walk away from people that you've been trying to control, or people that you've been trying to bond with, or people you've been trying to understand, feeling like you're actually not being the one that's understood. And so you make it to this point where you're so sick and tired of beating a dead horse, basically, that you just realize you have to kind of go on some kind of journey. You realize you're not going to get some kind of validation here, or you're not going to have some kind of success here. So you're kind of like, okay, well, I have to trust myself. And it is saying that you have to trust yourself. Here's the moon coming up again. So there's something emotionally, I feel, this can be the feeling of, and I'm not saying this is what it is, and this isn't usually your guys' nature anyway, but let's just say this is what it is. Let's say that you are in a family dynamic and you have your parents and your uncles, and they just talk shit about you and they perceive you in a certain way, and you keep trying to um get them to like you, or force them to see you a different way, and then it just gets worse. And then you're just like, you know what, I have to just stop trying to do this. Like, I deserve better. This just isn't what I want. So it's definitely like you trusting yourself, and very much needing to do so, and just kind of moving on. So then, what you need to do about this, or the advice, is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, I know the lighting sucks, but I just cannot turn on that freaking light, dude. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like, stop. It's kind of like telling you, like, stop worrying about it. You know what I mean? Oof. Okay, so it's interesting that the Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles shows up here. Because this is telling me that if it's telling you the Five of Pentacles in reverse because of the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords in reverse, it's telling you, if you don't just simply let this go, or if you don't get yourself out of this abandonment issue, or if you don't kind of learn how to do that, you have to do it, because it's telling you that this is what is on the other side. It's like, you may think that gaining acceptance or control in the workplace or in your home or whatever it may be is going to help you, but it's actually just hindering you, because you're trying to control a situation that shouldn't be controlled, because it's around other people's opinions or what other people are thinking. God, I have done that, where I have genuinely, like, and I'm not saying this is what you're doing, right? But I'm just saying, like, food for thought. Like, I used to date somebody, and I was constantly like, I have betrayal trauma. So I was constantly focused on, like, what they were doing, what they were thinking, blah, 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 where it really started to affect my job, my life. Like, it was affecting, like, every day. And, like, because I was so worried about, and then I just realized, like, there's nothing that I can do to change this person's issues. There's nothing I can do to change, to control this person's mind. There's literally nothing I can do. And me allowing it to cripple me in that way is not doing shit for me. You know what I mean? So I just had to be like, you know what, fuck it. I had to go and buy a big bucket of fuck it from the fuck it store, and that was it. So Aries, thank you so much. You can book with me at violettaalexis.com, and if you want access to 24 plus videos per month, you can join my membership by going to my YouTube channel and just clicking join. All right, so let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's take a look. We're going to be taking a look at what's going on internally with you next week, what's going on externally, and what you got to do about it. Okay. Internally, the shaman, aka the medicine healer. Okay. What's going on externally is the King of Cups. Ooh, all right. And the Page of Wands for what you need to do about it. So I like this, Taurus, because it's telling me that you may actually be a guide for other people. You guys do have Jupiter and Uranus in your sign, so maybe you're being a guide for others. Maybe you're being a guide for yourself, really, at the end of the day. But this is like a very spiritual quest. I see the bird on the top of his head, which is kind of giving me the vibe of like free thinking. So a lot of you guys are becoming like these free thinkers, which would make sense with Uranus in your sign. And then we have the King of Cups for externally. So you may run into some love next week, or if you're in a relationship, it looks like it may be going very, very well. Or for some of you, you're speaking to a therapist. What you need to do about it is venture out. Venture out into the unknown. Find your confidence again is kind of what I want to say. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Mm. All right. And now let's go ahead and clarify for you. Tell me about the shaman. The King of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So you may have been feeling a little bit insecure. I don't know, the past couple of months, the past couple of weeks, whatever it may be. You may have been avoiding some kind of internal issues, or you may have actually, even for some of you, had some kind of creative blocks, or something may have been preventing you from getting in touch with your creativity. And I do feel like it's probably because you've been very focused on work, maybe as well. Been focused on healing yourself, focusing on your money, making sure that your money's doing okay, focusing on your business. This can also kind of be free thinking. This is Jupiter energy. So this is making me feel as well like some of you are thinking about another, excuse me, another way to heal your money, to another not heal your money, another way to make money possibly, or something like that. But I do feel like you are a little creatively blocked. And I don't think it's that you're creatively blocked. It just makes me feel like you're more so focused on other things, if I may be so bold. So I will say I do think you need to get in touch with your passions and your creativity a little bit. I'm not saying like don't do this. Like absolutely, this looks incredible, 100%. Like go for it. And I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are feeling more spiritual. A lot of you guys are very much in a business mindset, free thinking mindset. You know, I definitely think that you guys are a bit of a guiding light here. Let's go ahead and but make sure that you do focus on some kind of creative endeavor that maybe you've put to the wayside. So then you have the King of Cups for what's going on externally. So tell me about that King of Cups energy for Taurus. Wow, the Chariot. Lots of water energy here so far. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Devil in reverse. What's the Devil in reverse? The Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody gets you out of that. If you have been feeling creatively blocked in some way, I do think that there's somebody here who's going to help you. It could be a therapist. It could even just be a friend, but it also could be love. So keep that in mind, especially if you're already in an established bond. And if that's the case, there's somebody you have here that very much loves you. That's probably going to push you in a certain direction that is feeling very courageous. I feel like they're kind of getting you out of unstuck mode. And I say that because that King of Cups is looking right at you. This person is very focused on your emotional well-being as well, I think. And I believe that this person is going to see where maybe those creative blocks are happening, and maybe intentionally or maybe even unintentionally, somebody who's going to help you remove that creative block, or who's going to help you kind of push you and get your ass in gear. Six of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm almost getting like a I feel like this person can pick up on like how you think, or like what you're thinking, or like your senses, you know what I mean? Like I feel like this person can read you, is what it looks like to me. Like this is somebody who can read you, understand that maybe mentally you've been working through some things, and it's absolutely possible that this person tries to like make something right with you, if that's the case, or just help you make something right within yourself. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Page of Wands for how you need to get through this, or what you need to be doing. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Don't miss the boat is what I heard. The fight, yeah, don't miss the boat. So this is telling you, you may have this sense of the Hangman and the Four of Wands in reverse. Your perspective may be lacking, and I don't want to say your perspective may be lacking, but I think that you guys have been very focused on like internal things, and internally like things going on, and healing yourself, and you know, expanding your horizons when it comes to what you need to be working on internally, and that can reflect your external reality, so like your money, etc. um, I think that it's time for you guys to venture out. I think that for some of you, you've been feeling like this imposter syndrome for a while. And really, what you need to do, stop focusing on the past, stop focusing on the missed opportunities. If you keep focusing on the missed opportunities, you're going to miss more opportunities. So, this is saying, even if you don't feel confident, even if you have some kind of insecurity, you're going to have to kind of like, you know, sacrifice that like a lamb, you know, and you're gonna have to get out there. Okay. So thank you so much, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Make sure that you guys go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe if you have not, and if you'd like to book with me, violettaalexis.com is where it's at. Also, make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram and or Twitter. And also, if you want to become a member where you get access to 24 plus videos a month, make sure that you go to my YouTube channel and just click join, and I'll have all the information that you need there. Let's move on to my Geminis. All right, Geminis, how you doing? Welcome. So let's see what's going on for you next week. Internally is the Page of Cups in reverse. Externally is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And what you need to be doing is nature, the seed of life, aka kind of like the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. Let me have a sip of my coffee. So internally, you're feeling a little bit like in a victim mode. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, feeling a little bit of in a victim mode, kind of thing, or not really feeling like your creative self, not really feeling like your lovey-dovey self. There could be some issues where I kind of am wondering, because I see these butterflies on his head or her head, whatever. And because it's reversed, it's making me realize if you still feel like you're stuck in a cocoon, you know what I mean? Like still stuck in a transitionary period. You have the nine of wands in reverse for what's going on externally. This could be like somebody giving up on you, or something kind of being done, or maybe you're not fighting for something anymore. There could be something externally that's actually exhausting you, and of course we're going to check to see what that is. What you need to be doing is following your true nature, whatever that is. Like for me, for instance, I have to write. I love to write. It is what I love to do. I love to create. I love to do those things. I am a very creative person. I have to do that to feel sane. What is the thing that makes you feel sane? So let's go ahead and clarify this. Page of Cups in reverse for external, internal, excuse me. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I love that. You just have a lot on your plate. It really feels like you have a lot on your plate, and it's kind of like making you weak, you know? It's like when you've been lifting at the gym for hours, you know, and then like the next day you're like, ah, you know, that's kind of what's going on, but it feels like it's more so on an emotional level. Now, what I will say is that the Wheel of Fortune is kind of trumping the rest of these cards. So, are you having some emotional issues? Absolutely, but I think a lot of it is coming from because you have so much on your plate already, maybe in your external reality, especially because I see the Nine of Wands here. It's affecting you emotionally, probably. You know, around the holidays isn't always the best. I mean, at least not for me, but I think for a lot of people, especially if there's bad memories around there, we're feeling a little alone. There could be this sense where you're feeling incredibly emotional, or maybe you're having some old trust issues kind of come up or something like that, or you're even feeling victimized in some way. And we're allowed to feel that way sometimes. But I like that the Wheel of Fortune is here, because it tells me that you're learning from it. You're learning something from it, and you're kind of letting go of the wheel. And you're like, you know what? That fucking happened because it needed to happen. Now let's see what else will happen, or what I can control, kind of thing. But for now, like when it comes to your emotions, you're realizing that, like, hey, it is what it is, and I just got to let go. So then we have the Nine of Wands for what's happening for you externally. The Devil in reverse. The Magician. Well, you know, during Mercury retrograde, a lot of crap comes up for everybody. You know, I mean, especially for you, for Geminis and Virgos, right? You guys are literally ruled by Mercury. So it's like, you know, it can be a little bit more impactful for you guys. But here is Mercury. This is Virgo and Gemini, and he's in his full frontal power here. This is making me feel like there's something that maybe you were almost forced to give up on because it gave up on you, something that exhausted you. Maybe somebody out here kind of lost the fight, or maybe you did, or whatever it is, or gave up the fight. I don't know. What is this pertaining to? It's something about the past. A Page of Pentacles in reverse, putting effort towards something that's basically exhausting you. Maybe feeling like you've taken on too much in some way. And maybe you did that because you didn't want to regret an opportunity. But this is making me feel like you have the capability with that Magician there. Like you have something. You have something where you can take action on something else. Like, does that make sense? Like, for instance, like let's say that you took on a lot and you started a business, and then you had like a 9 to 5, but then you also wanted to like do stuff for an Etsy shop. Okay. Well, let's say that that got to be way too much around the holidays. You got emotional and you're like, fuck, I don't think I can handle all of this. And then you started thinking, okay, what do I need to prioritize? And you're realizing, okay, I need to let go of the Etsy shop right now because I just don't have what it takes. Me taking on all of this and doing too much is not doing me any favors. And then it kind of almost gave you like a leg up, like, okay, well, now what are you going to do with this time? Or now you have more time to focus on what is substantial for you. And I kind of want to say, I think you're tired of like your past circumstances as well. I think a lot of like sad memories have been coming up for you a little bit. You know, you're tired of the fight, you're tired of the emotional fight for a lot of you. But now is like kind of your time to manifest what it is that you want and actually make it a reality. So then let's take a look at that nature card for what you need to do about this. The King of Cups in reverse. To Nine of Wands in reverse again. This is like needing to begin again. I'm seeing that the Queen of Cups in reverse is you internally, and then we have this King of Cups in reverse over here. Wondering if there's something in regards to love that's been going on. I don't know if somebody was just telling you a bunch of shit that they just felt like you wanted to hear in order to get into your pants, or you found out that somebody was just a snake, a liar, etc. And you got to a point where you just had to give up on that person. Okay, now it's telling you that you must begin again. There's a judgment call that you need to make in regards to your passions and what lights you up. I heard at night. That's interesting. I don't know. Like, what are the things that you think about at night? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe story ideas or art ideas. I'm not sure. But you need to focus on what your true nature is, and if there's something in your true nature that needs to be changed or tweaked, because it is unhealthy for you, then you should focus on figuring out how to do that. So, thank you so much. I almost said Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Thank you so much, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Make sure that you guys, placements, make sure that you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And you can also book with me at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. And if you would like access to 24 videos plus a month. Sorry, guys, fast talker. I'm a Virgo, so you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and just click join. Let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. All right, Cancers, what's going on? Let's see what we have going on for you next week. Internally, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Love it. Externally, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Uh-oh. And then what you need to do about it is the shadow self in reverse. So it seems like you guys are, feeling pretty good about yourself, feeling like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good, being independent, no codependency. But you do have a little bit of a jerk over here, somebody who thinks that they're a leader and they're not, or somebody who thinks they're hot shit without any reason to think that. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Hello. And we sip, honey. And then we have the shadow self in reverse. So I'm feeling like this is saying, don't let this person knock you down to their level. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles for Cancer. Keep in mind that this is what's going on internally. Love it. The High Priestess. The Moon in reverse. Wow, that's deep. This is giving me like self-love vibes. Okay, sorry about that, Cancer. Moving on. So if you guys haven't really been feeling the love from another person, this to me just makes me feel like you're giving it to yourself this coming week. This is making me feel like you are just kind of keeping your emotions to yourself and you're feeling okay with it. Like you're feeling like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good, you're feeling independent and Venus and Virgo, but this is making me feel like you are giving to yourself and what your potential is. I think that intuitively, what is the intuition about? What's the High Priestess about? The Death card. Intuitively, you may be realizing, or I don't want to say fearing because I don't feel fear, but internally, you may be releasing some kind of fear, is what it feels like. Like it's like you're releasing some kind of fear, and you're like, you know what, I'm good all on my own, regardless of what happens, or if I let go of this job, I know that something else is going to come out for me. But you're definitely feeling like either something is coming to a close and end, or something is going to change. And I think you're also changing because you're realizing that you have some kind of unlimited potential at your feet. Then we have that King of Wands in reverse for somebody external to you. Ooh, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, tell me more about this person. God, these cards keep messing up. As soon as I got to whoever this is. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse about? The Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Oh my. Okay. Well, this person definitely most likely feels like you are very much meant for them in some kind of way. But I will say, if you've been having like issues with like a third party or something like that, this person could be acting in their ego because they feel guilty about it and they're not really able to get it out of their mind. Um, ugh. This is somebody who is kind of acting in their own interests. They're being a little bit selfish. They may be going out and not thinking of you or not inviting you, or this is somebody who may even feel guilty about a past betrayal and they're kind of treating you like a dick. And I don't really know what you're doing about it or if you're going to do anything about it, but it just, or even if this, you're not in contact with whoever this is, they're kind of like, have their ego bruised a little bit. Like they're kind of being a, I don't know, shitty Sally over here. So then we have the shadow self for what you need to be doing about this, but it's in reverse. So tell me about that shadow self energy. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Don't worry about it. You know, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with the Six of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands in reverse. You know, if somebody is not accepting your love, or if somebody just can't even love themselves or whatever it is, don't let that have you fall back into old patterns. This is telling you, I know it's easier said than done, but let it go. Don't sit here and marinate on it and hyper focus on it and, stew on it, because it's just going to cause you more issues than anything. Um, I feel like this is telling you like just I'm not telling you to give up on something or someone, but what I am saying is don't give up on your independence. Don't give up on what you know is your highest potential. You know, the high priestess is coming up for you internally, as is the moon in reverse, as is the death card. This is a lot of watery energy. And that's your building blocks, it seems, for your independence and your self-worth and your self-care and all of these things. It's you with the unlimited potential. You know, it's you that's able to be vulnerable. It's you that is ready for change, implementing change, etc. And you're going for it. And so don't let somebody take all that work that you've done on yourself and fuck it up for you. Okay. So thank you so much, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Make sure that you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.violetaalexis.com. Also, make sure that you are following me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you would like access to 24 videos plus a month, make sure that you guys go to my YouTube channel and just click join, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to Leo. All right. Show me what's going on for Leo next week. Internally is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Externally is the Temperance in reverse. And what you need to do about it is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, you're kind of having a hard time like changing something. Not Leo. I'm just kidding. You guys are a fixed sign after all. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this could be like you're missing the lesson, or you're trying to control something, or you're not able to let go of something, or you're having a hard time changing a cycle. With the Temperance in reverse for something or someone externally to you. Once again, this is double Jupiter energy. So I'm wondering if there's like a lesson being missed, or if something is not equal between you and another person, or you and a job, or you and an employer. Um, mm, Somebody may not be content with something that's going on. It feels like a lack of contentment. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse for what you need to do about it. So, Three of Pentacles in reverse can be like, stop bringing something to the table if nobody's appreciating it, is kind of what I'm getting. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Let me get a sip of my coffee real quick. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse. You could feel very misunderstood by people. You know, you could be out there like speaking your mind, saying the things that you want to say, sharing knowledge, but you could feel incredibly misunderstood by people, which is internally making you really insecure. It's making you even get into like a little bit of a stubborn mode, and you know, kind of putting your heels in the sand, so to speak. And this is kind of making me feel like you are really delving into some serious emotional and possibly even financial insecurities within you, because I think that you want more. I think that you actively want change, and I think that you've even expressed that out loud. And I think that likely the things that you've said have been quite logical. Like for instance, maybe you have a business partner or something like that, and you said something, you gave your ideas, you shared your knowledge in some aspect of your life, and maybe it just wasn't well received. Maybe, you know, you were just intentionally or even unintentionally being misunderstood. You know, I need one more for that. The justice in reverse. Like you may feel like there's a very imbalanced connection here, or something that is not equal. It's something that's not equal, and you're like, well, what the fuck, right? And it's kind of making you go into your shell a little bit. So let's see that temperance in reverse. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles. All right, I'll just take them because I love you. Ooh. Yeah, you're certainly not feeling emotionally supported, is what it looks like. And I don't know if this is from family members. I don't know if this is from a lover or whatever, but something is definitely not equal with that temperance in reverse. And I don't think that you're content with that. It seems like somebody is more so maybe out for themselves a little bit, focused on an opportunity that maybe they're hiding from you. What's the opportunity? The 5 of Swords in reverse. Something where they feel like they don't have to fight so hard is what I'm getting with that. Like somewhere where they feel like they're not going to lose, or somewhere where they feel they can put their sword down is what it looks like, instead of like arguing with you. Not saying that you're doing anything wrong, but I saw the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune there. Now there's nothing wrong with the Queen of Swords in the upright, and there's nothing wrong with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. The Queen of Swords though, however, can be somebody who you know, can intimidate people because he or she is very intelligent, very wise. You know, the Queen of Swords has been through a lot of heartache, and is definitely somebody who owns their shit and is now like, well, now I'm going to focus on being logical because my love life didn't work out or whatever, right? Not saying that's your case, but that's kind of like what the Queen of Swords embodies. And then the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. So it's like with the Queen of Swords and the Jupiterian energy, this is like somebody who has wise shit to say, somebody who has something to bring to the table, and somebody may be intimidated by that. You know, somebody may feel, I don't know, maybe I'm getting like 7 of Wands in reverse. Like maybe they feel backed into a corner. I mean, maybe it's you. Maybe some, it could also be the other way around. So keep that in mind, but I'm not going to focus on that. So that could have you feeling like kind of lost or not emotionally supported in some way, or just not supported at all. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse for what you need to do about it. Okay. The 8 of Swords. There's Jupiter again. Jupiter and Gemini. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Well, there's definitely a decision that has to be made, and there's action that also has to be taken. So, you know, this is telling you, if you are talking and nobody's listening, stop talking. If people don't like what you bring to the table, like I said before, then, you know, build another table, you know, build another table. Um, Valeria, sorry, my cat was about to try me. She's a Leo. My cat was about to try me, ma'am. And so I feel like just instead of like staying stuck in that energy and just sitting there in indecisiveness, not being sure whether you should just let something go or not, I feel like you have to build a table. It feels to me like it's your time now to build a table, like another table. And you have to do something that's out of your comfort zone. That's what it's telling you. It's telling you get out of your comfort zone and do something that makes you passionate or makes you feel passionate. Be ready to go, Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to do your reading. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. Also, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you would like access to 24 plus videos a month, you can just go to my YouTube channel and click join. Okay? All right. And let's move on to my Virgos. Hey, Virgos, how you doing? Let's see what's going on for you next week. All right, Virgos. Feelings, the Tower in reverse, or what's going on internally. Externally is the Queen of Pentacles. And what you need to do is the Sacred Fire in reverse. Interesting. Well, it shows me that you don't want something to change, or you feel like you keep holding on to something that needs to be eradicated or that you know isn't really going to work out. Ma'am. Ma'am. Thank you. Talk later. Jesus. All right, guys. Sorry. You know, my cat just loves to mess with me. Now with that Queen of Pentacles, for some of you, this can definitely be reversed, okay? But for some of you, you have somebody who could be incredibly supportive here. Could be a feminine energy, somebody who's very stable, somebody who's a businessman or a businesswoman. But this could also be you. You may have a business here or a home, family life, whatever that needs your attention. And whatever it is seems to be going really well. But emotionally, you keep trying to keep something afloat when it doesn't need to be. The Sacred Fire in reverse. I'm not really sure how to think about that yet, but we're going to clarify. So, show me Virgo for what's going on for Virgo internally. Tower in reverse, the Sun. Okay. Whoops, sorry about that. Too many. Last shuffle. The Eight of Cups. Mm. This to me feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, like this to me feels like you are still hanging on. You are in the middle of hanging on and walking away. And I don't know what that's in regards to. And maybe I'm not supposed to know. But what's interesting is that you have the Sun in the middle, which tells me that either way that it goes, you're still optimistic about it. Whether you have to let go of whatever this person, place, or thing is, or whether you keep it or you stick around, you feel like it's going to go your way either way. Like you're still optimistic, you're still okay with you and how things are going. I think that you have a strong, steady mind at this point. You're just trying to be logical and practical when it comes to whatever this is, because you have the Ten of Cups, but you also have the Death in reverse behind that. So it's like something that makes you very happy, but you feel like something needs to change or you're having a hard time letting go of something. So I don't know. It just feels like, I don't want to say you're in between a rock and a hard place. It just feels like whatever the outcome is, you're like, I'm optimistic that it'll go my way. And I love the confidence. So let's see. The Queen of Pentacles for your external reality. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles for Virgo. The Hierophant. Wow. Double Taurus energy for some of you. Ooh. Oh, wow. Three of Cups in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, this could absolutely be reversed, okay? But if you are masculine that is involved with a feminine or feminines, you may have a choice between two people, and you're delaying that choice. You're not really sure what you want. It seems like you already have an established bond with one person, and maybe even both people, honestly, with that Hierophant being in the middle of those two queens. So for some of you, that could absolutely be the case. If that is not it, hmm, you definitely don't want to be friends with whoever this is. It seems like you want more than that. Now, keep in mind that these two queens can just be one person. There may be somebody here that is incredibly committed to you, somebody that is incredibly in love with you, absolutely adores you, but it's really making me feel like you have a choice between two people just because of what I saw for what's going on internally. The Tower in reverse and the Eight of Cups. But what I want to say, it seems like with that Sun to the Eight of Cups, if you look, the sun is facing the Eight of Cups, which is making me feel like you are feeling more positive about walking away from something. So I don't know who or what that is. Ugh, not the reading that I wanted to see, but all right. Well, the sacred fire in reverse for what you need to do. Let go of the things from the past that is influencing your intuition or your internal guidance in a negative way. Um, you may have this fear of letting go of control, or you may have a fear of what's on the other side. But this is also saying, hey, before you burn it all to the ground, before you ruin something, really listen to your own internal guidance and be honest with yourself. I need one more for this. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Or is it that you've been holding on for too long? Do you need to let go of the past? It's really going to be up to you. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure. God, that reading got kind of quiet. Woo! It was an absolute pleasure. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you guys have not already. And if you guys would like to book with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. Make sure you're also following me on my Instagram and or Twitter. And also, if you would like access to 24 videos plus a month, then you can do so by going to my YouTube channel and clicking the join button. Libra, let's see what you have going on for next week. So we're going to be taking a look at internally, Four of Wands in reverse, externally, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles for what you need to do about it. So there could be a little bit of insecurity kind of going on here. Maybe something is keeping you from doing something. Maybe your girlfriends want to go out with you, or your guy friends, and you got a pimple on your nose and you're like, yeah, fuck that. And this is inside. So to me, this is making me feel like it's mentally or emotionally. Being that it's wands, it's making me feel like it's more about emotions than anything, or like your passions, or taking action on something, like something is preventing you from doing that. But I feel like the train is going with or without you with that Chariot, which is what is happening externally from you. Something here is moving forward, whether you like it or not. And you're going to have the courage to jump on, or the cowardice to not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not calling you a coward. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles for what you need to do about it. Don't miss the opportunity. It's an opportunity that could make you some kind of money potentially, or something that could last for a long time. I'm sorry. I just ate like popcorn. Okay. Gross. Anyway, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Show me the Four of Wands in reverse for Libra. The Knight of Wands. Oh, what the hell is stopping you, buddy? The Four of Cups. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords. It definitely feels like you're looking at something or someone, or you're seeing something online, or you're curious, or something like that about taking action on something, but you feel like another person isn't really on the same page with you, or really doesn't get it. There's something that you want to take action towards, but if you notice, you'll see that the Chariot is going this way, that Knight of Wands, which is you and what's going on internally, is going that way. It's making me feel like you and somebody else have two different ideas about a home, a family matter, some kind of passionate venture, or some kind of relationship venture. And with that Four of Cups, you're just kind of disappointed. I feel like the Four of Cups can be somebody who is not grateful, or it can be somebody who's just like never happy with what they have. I'm not saying that's you, but I feel like there's an alternative route for you to like look at something. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's all humdrum. I feel like there is a positive opportunity here. I just think you got to look closely. You know what I'm saying? So let's see that Chariot for what's going on externally from you. The Page of Cups in reverse. And the 10 of Pentacles. We have to put our feelings aside about something and we have to go after the 10 of Pentacles. The Page of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So this to me is about you and another person, or like what's good for the group. And I say that because we have a 9 of Cups in reverse, but then we have a 10 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles can be about like something that we're establishing together, right? Something that we want when it comes to like legacy. This is more bigger picture. This isn't like, oh, well, I just want to be content or blah 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 blah. No, this is like something that's big picture. And it seems like you're having kind of like a hard time emotionally attaching to it, or you're just having a hard time like wanting to do it because it feels like you're more in this like spunky, fiery energy, but you're feeling like you can't, or you're feeling like you're stuck, or you're feeling like you're trapped and you're pissed off. You know, it's almost like it almost feels like that energy of like how a kid feels when they get grounded in their room. You know what I mean? That's kind of, and I'm not calling you that, but that's kind of what it feels like. And it feels like something is kind of like bigger than you, and you're assuming that maybe you won't get something, or you're gonna have a wish unfulfilled. But the Page of Swords in reverse tells me it's just an assumption. So what's that 10 of Pentacles around? The 6 swords in reverse, something from the past, something that you wanted from the past, something that needs to go back and be realigned or resolved. But I feel like you need to take whatever this is. Of course, listen to your own internal guidance. But I say that because the 10 of Pentacles is like the end all be all, right? And it's like this is what you need to do. Ace of Pentacles. Well, the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning and the first step to the 10 of Pentacles. So tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. It's something. It could be something about money or relationship or work. It makes me feel like it's work. Oh, or do you feel intimidated by something? Do you just want to keep the peace? Are you afraid to go up against the competition of something? Because it's telling me that you have an opportunity here that you can absolutely take, but it's something that you have to master. You have to master something, but for some reason you're avoiding it, or you're too afraid, or there's an insecurity, or you're feeling not good enough, or it's like it almost feels like you're avoiding something and making an excuse for it, but it's not really the reality of why you're doing it. Like maybe you know are supposed to go in some kind of dance competition, okay, and you're afraid that you're not good enough, and so you're like, well, no, I actually really needed to, wash my dog today, or something else. And it's like, okay, like, like it's almost like don't gaslight yourself, like go for the thing, because it's telling you that it could be something that is very financially viable for you. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Thank you guys so much. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettalexis.com. Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. And if you guys have not, make sure that you become a member. But yeah, and that make sure that you become a member. You can get access to 24 plus more videos per. Did I say? Was I saying per week? I meant per month. I think I've been saying per week this entire time. Per month by going to my YouTube channel and clicking join. Okay, so let's see here. Let's move on to Scorpio. All right. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you next week. We have no, which is what's going on internally for you. How scorpionic of you. What's going on externally is the Ace of Swords and what you need to do about it. 7 of Wands in reverse. Well, you're definitely not in an agreement with something. Something is telling you no. And if that's your intuition, then maybe you should listen. But then we have the Ace of Swords here. So maybe there's an opportunity or a bright idea or a conversation that somebody is offering you. The 7 of Wands in reverse, I'm not really sure what to think about that yet. That is either telling you to don't be surprised about something, or this can be telling you to kind of like keep your guard down. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. We have no for what's going on externally. Internally, excuse me. The Page of Cups. Okay. All right, let's see here. The Tower. Whoa, what's the Tower? The Temperance in reverse. Well, to me, this makes me feel like you don't want to play all nicey nice about something. Okay. You're not here to offer like your little cup of love and, offer somebody an invite to a tea party and cozy up and light your warm apple pie candle and, wish them a happy new year. Like this to me makes me feel like you have some serious shit that's going on within you where it's like change is happening, and I feel like it's about you. And to me, this makes me feel like you are not content with how something is going in your life. And it could be about love or it could be about creativity. This is where you're ready to kind of burn something down to the ground, or you're ready to jump ship because you're losing your patience, or you're about to fucking flip out. And it could be because of something that you saw. Something that you saw. It makes me feel like you're not talking about it. You're not talking about it. But it's making me feel like it's causing you to lack some form of confidence in a situation. And so you're like, yeah, no, I'm not playing that game. Like it's almost like you can't play me. Like, you know what I mean? You have the Ace of Swords for something or someone external to you. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Chariot in reverse. Ten of Wands, the Empress in reverse. If you feel like you have been pulling all of the weights in a situation, or you feel like you have been putting your best foot forward or doing a lot or whatever, it may have been coming from a place of a lack of self-worth or a lack of self-value, or feeling like you had to chase something down or you had to love something too hard, and somebody's kind of like putting up their armor, or somebody is having a conversation with you where it's like full stop, you know it could be something that you're also speaking about as well, where you're like, okay, I'm done with this, I'm not doing this, I'm standing on my own, I feel like I have been putting in so fucking much into whatever this is, and I'm letting you know that I'm done because there's a fear here. What's the fear? The Page of Pentacles, that you're going to put in too much of an effort and it's going to be all for nothing, you know that you're going to invest too much, or why am I learning about you if you're just gonna whatever. Like it's something like that, and I feel like you're kind of letting someone have it. hmm Let me move these damn cards. Okay, now it's telling me what you should be doing is the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Devil, the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is kind of telling you that your fears may be getting the best of you. Now, if you know that there's a person, place, or thing, whatever, that is horrible and toxic and just the worst thing ever, okay, fair enough. But this, whatever this may be, it may be telling you that it's your own fears, or your own fears of being betrayed, or your own fears of malice, or your own fears of malevolence, and it's kind of telling you to focus. It's telling you to make a judgment call from your higher self. This is like a call to action. This is saying, okay, you may be taking this a little far, or you may be blowing something out of proportion when it doesn't need to be that way. Um, because to me, it feels like there's a utter fear, and it's kind of telling you, like, hey, just chill, because it may not be what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It may not be what you think it is. And it could just be coming from some form of insecurity or even a sense of stubbornness, which can come from insecurity or past issues, right? And like, I have betrayal trauma like a motherfucker, so I get it. Um, but it's telling you like higher self vibes. Like that's where you need to be making decisions from, because you may have an overreaction. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Anyway, Scorpio, I love you. Thank you so much, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. If you guys have not, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And you can book a reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you would like access to 24 plus videos per month, you can do so by going to my YouTube channel and clicking join, and all of the information will be available there. So let's move on to my Saggies. All right, Saggies, let's see what it is that you need to know for next week. The karmic release for what's going on internally for you. Externally is the Ace of Cups. Love it. And we have the Queen of Cups for what you need to be doing. Well, I mean, I don't even want to clarify. It feels like there's something that you're finally able to release that feels like you just let out the worst fart that was giving you bubble guts. Like that's what that looks like to me. And because of that, because you're finally able to release whatever this is, you have something new coming in. Could be creative revelation, could be inspiration, creative inspiration, could be love. You have the Queen of Cups telling you to give in to your emotions, give in to your intuition, give in to your emotional maternal instincts, male or female. Okay, so let's take a look at that karmic release for my Sagittarians. The Hangman in reverse. I just heard, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. The Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody may confess something to you, or you may learn something about someone, something, or some place that causes you to be like, I knew it, or I freaking saw it. I saw it a mile away. Oh my God, thank God. It's like a release. It's like a realization that something maybe that you have been sacrificing for over and over and over again, or something that you've been so toxically attached to, addicted to, feared, stuck with, stuck around, is finally coming to a close because you find out the truth. But this isn't something that hurts you necessarily. It's something that feels good, because in this deck, the karmic release, it feels good. You see all the butterflies coming out of that motherfucker's mouth? It feels good, whatever it is. And now you kind of have this perspective after a long time of deliberating and sitting around and waiting, blah, 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 blah. You're done. Like you're good to go with something. So let's take a look at that Ace of Cups for Sagittarius for what's going on in your external reality. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Sun is at the bottom of the deck. Something that you've been stuck on. So like I said, there's something you've been stuck to, stuck on, and you haven't been able to release yourself from it. Well, something to sound corny, happy is coming around. You're getting some kind of opportunity, and it's because you've been stuck for a while, or you haven't been able to let go of control. And because you are, because you're able to let go of control, because you're able to make these changes that you're making internally, something externally is kind of coming for you. And it could be financially as well. Keep that in mind with that Knight of Pentacles. And it's bringing you some kind of sense of optimism. Can I get one more on that Ace of Cups? The Nine of Pentacles, it could be financially, like I said. This definitely could be something financially. Maybe you meet like a love partner or something like that, or you're a love partner, gives you a new idea, or it gives you, makes you an offer for something. And for some of you, it could be something creatively as well. The Ace of Cups can literally be creativity, and this is Venus and Virgo. Venus can be about art, so maybe you guys are making money off of some kind of art. This could be something that you did in the past, or you created in the past, and now you're actually able to make some form of money from it. Whatever this is making you feel like $1,000,000. Like the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, like, come on, are you kidding me? So let's go ahead and take a look. The Queen of Cups is what you need to be doing about this. So tell me about that Queen of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. Whoops, don't need both of those. Just one, please. That's how I need to organize those. God, it's going to drive me crazy. My Virgo placements are freaking out. The Seven of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. Wow. Where you may have felt like you've been putting in an effort and you've been getting nowhere and you haven't been getting anything that you wanted, nor the recognition, nothing. Follow your heart is basically what this is saying. Listen to what your gut instinct is telling you. This is one decision I will say, base it around your emotions. I want you to invest in your emotions. This is something that you should be invested in, something that you can finally make a decision on based around your emotions, which is then going to in turn lead you to be able to plan accordingly in regards to some kind of passion project or some kind of investment that you're making. And it's going to be something that you've kind of never done before, or it's something that's a little bit out of your comfort zone, but your heart is going to be involved in whatever this is. So keep that in mind. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.violettaalexis.com. Make sure that you're also following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. And if you would like access to 24 videos plus per month, make sure that you go to my YouTube channel and just click join, and all of that information will be available to you. Let's go ahead and move on to my Capricorns. All right, Capricorns, how you doing? Let's see what's going on for you, what you need to know for next week. Five of Cups in reverse for what's going on internally. Externally, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and then future actions, the Two of Swords. So definitely letting go of some past regret. You're looking at the glass half full. The Three of Wands in reverse, something may be delayed. It could be some kind of trip, something that you keep waiting on. It's like just not happening for some reason. And with that Two of Swords, this is what you need to do. So this may be asking you to deliberate on something, and kind of taking your time making that choice. Or this could be telling you to keep the peace in some kind of area of your life. So let's see. Tell me about that Five of Cups, or protect your peace, maybe. Tell me about that Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Love it. Give me one more. The World. Wow. Okay. Wow. Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Some of you are alleviating some kind of debts. Okay. Some of you are paying off some kind of debts, or consolidating debts, or paying off a mortgage, or there's something going on like that. And because you're able to figure out something either financially, or maybe even emotionally, you're able to begin again. Like, this makes me feel like there's a whole new world available to you. And it's not just about what you're doing in the physical reality. It's also because you're able to see the glass half full, because what you're doing is you're essentially shifting your perspective. And this is after a long time of thinking the worst, assuming the worst, believing a narrative that maybe you've made up in your own mind that maybe isn't necessarily true, whatever it may be. It feels like now you're finally able to see something because you've switched yourself, like you've turned something around. And this to me is making me feel like you're looking at the world like this. There's this new vast world of possibilities. And so you're taking some kind of risk, and you're ready to do it because you realize that there's something good in front of you, or something good that life has to offer. And I feel like you're ready to explore it. I will say that I'm interested to see what that Three of Wands in reverse is about. This is for your external reality. So let's see. The Sun. The Four of Wands in reverse. The Magician in reverse, and the Three of Swords in reverse. So I gotta be honest. The reason, don't hit me for this, but the reason why you may have not been getting something that you so very much desired is because of how you were perceiving it. So there's some kind of, now I don't know if you believe in this kind of stuff, but there was some kind of energy that you were putting out into the world that caused something to be delayed. So, for instance, right? Let's say it's like this, right? Let me give a stupid ass example. Let's say that I really want a $1 million company, right? I really want $1 million company. I really, really want that. But guess what? Right now, I would definitely not be ready to manage $1 million company, right? So I'm like, the universe or God is not giving me that because He knows I'm not ready for it, right? So it's like I would have to be a vibrational match or match my thinking to that kind of business or that kind of endeavor, right? So it's making me feel like something that you were very excited about. It could be around a home, it could be around family, even, or some kind of travel potentially that you were really looking forward to is kind of delayed because of where your head was at or where your thinking was at, and not realizing that your thinking was actually the cause of a lot of your negative real world manifestations. So let's take a look at that Two of Swords for what it is that you need to do. Wow, the Justice. This is double Libra energy. Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a chance for you to make a choice on something, and it feels financial. Now, I'm not sure if this is saying you only had yourself in mind, okay? Or if this is that somebody else had themselves in mind. But I will say this. It makes me feel like you need to take a moment when it comes to making a very important decision because it has to be a balanced decision. This right here talks about imbalance, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Justice talks about the opposite. It talks about balance, as can the Two of Swords. Now, I see the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles right here, which tells me there's a very lucrative opportunity. A lucrative opportunity for independence, to enjoy your money, to enjoy your life. But for some reason, it's telling you that you have to make a fair decision. Now, I'm not sure what that means, okay? I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's maybe you have a partner and maybe it's asking you to travel for work, but it's asking you to travel for 6 months. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know if your partner's necessarily going to be okay with that, right? That's not fair. Or whatever it may be. But there is an opportunity, so it's like you're needing to make kind of like a fair decision. It's asking you to be more Libra like. Not saying that you're not fair. It's just telling you whatever this is, you have to make like a fair, balanced decision. Okay? And also, if this is about money, this is telling you to slow and steady, make sure that you take some time deliberating on some kind of very important choice when it comes to your finances, because you don't want to fuck up. Even if that means you have to ask somebody else for their advice about something, like ask for their advice. Okay. All right. So, I almost said Libra because of all those freaking Libra cards. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Thank you guys so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram and or my Twitter accounts. And if you guys would like access to 24 videos per month, you can go ahead and do so by going to my YouTube channel and clicking join, and all that information will be available to you there. So, let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know for this coming week. What's going on internally? King of Pentacles, love it. Very stable, very focused on your money, your business, your family. You have yes. Okay, so if some of you have been waiting for an answer from somebody or a job or a person, sounds like you're going to get a yes. And what you need to do about it is the Knight of Wands. So to me, this looks like you really need to go for something, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Tell me about that King of Pentacles. So this is what's going on internally. The Nine of Cups in reverse, okay. All right, so specifically for my masculines, for my masculine Aquarians or whoever, right? Empress in reverse, Hermit in reverse. So there may be something going on here where you're not really getting what you want on a personal level, and it just feels like it's because you have other responsibilities. Like, I don't feel like you're super distraught over it or pissed off or anything, but you may feel like you want to attach yourself more to emotional things or love or something like that, but you kind of feel like you're not able to do that because you feel like you have so many responsibilities. Maybe you want to stay home and spend time with the kids, or maybe you want to stay home with the partner and spend time with them, but you just feel like you can't, or maybe something creative that you really, really want. It's like you don't really feel content because you don't have like an individual thing, or you're not focused on like an individual thing where maybe you would like to take more time and put more energy into your individual endeavors. But with that King of Pentacles there, it looks like business is good. It looks like you're feeling stable, responsible, all of that stuff, but it may be for others. You may also have somebody here who may lack a little bit of self-worth or a little bit of self-value. Somebody who maybe is a little paranoid about your actions or something like that. Now, I don't know. Maybe they have every reason to be. I have no idea. Or this could just simply be you as well, where you're not really feeling in that creative space because, once again, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, can be somebody who doesn't really know who they are. Or they're not able to take that time to connect with themselves. So I feel like you're probably needing to connect with yourself a little bit more. Now, I will say, I like this yes. Tell me about yes for the external reality of Aquarius. The Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. There may have been something that you've been working on for a really long time or trying to perfect where you just ended up feeling like, I can't invest in this anymore. I can't take the time to do this anymore. Now I'm feeling like there's going to be a chance to, whatever this may be, after some time of deliberation, after some time of like fighting back and forth, ideas being exchanged back and forth. It looks like you're finally, or a struggle, let's call it that. After a struggle, it feels like you're finally getting some form of help or assistance, either financially. This is Moon in Taurus, or it even could be emotionally as well. But it's something that's going to make you feel emotionally stable, I feel, where you have felt emotionally unstable, possibly, especially with that Nine of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Give me one more. The Knight of Wands. Interesting. So it's something that maybe you're very passionate about. And if you see what it's asking you to do is the Knight of Wands. So you have the Knight of Wands for what's going on externally from you. And then it's asking you what you need to do about it. So it looks like you need to be taking some kind of action. So tell me about that Knight of Wands. Five of Swords in reverse. The Chariot. So once again, emotionally, you're needing to kind of go with the flow of something when it comes to whatever is going on emotionally. I know that is not maybe what you want to hear, but it's telling you when it comes to some kind of passion, when it comes to something that you genuinely want, it's telling you to stop being fearful of it. It's telling you to throw down your sword, stop fighting against the current, stop fighting against it, and go for it. Put on your big girl or big boy pants and absolutely go for it. This is telling you to do it, even if there's a little fear involved when it comes to some kind of passion, or when it comes after going after that guy or gal that you really want, or whatever it may be. It's telling you to just simply go for it. Okay, even if you're scared. So thank you so much, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at www.violettaalexis.com. Make sure that you're also following me on my Instagram and or my Twitter. And if you guys want access to 24 videos plus per month, make sure that you go to my YouTube channel and you click the join button. All of that information will be available to you there. So let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. Pisces, what do you need to know for next week? What's going on internally? Queen of Swords in reverse. So, the Queen of Swords in reverse, she can be a little bitchy. She can be feeling a little bitchy here. She can be feeling a little bitchy, feeling a little overly emotional, not being able to really regulate your own emotions potentially. What's going on externally is the caution card. Somebody may be kind of like, I'm not going to lie, like, it feels like somebody's walking on eggshells around you a little bit because of this Queen of Swords energy in reverse, and then we have the star seed in reverse. Hmm. starseed in reverse for the action that you need to take. I'm not sure about that. Let's go ahead and clarify. So tell me about that Queen of Swords in reverse for Pisces. So internally, we got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh my goodness. Ace of Swords, the Temperance. You want some kind of peace. You want to be mentally content, and you want something to work out, or maybe you were speaking to somebody about something, about how you want something to work out, or how you're going to create something. Oh, and there's the Queen of Swords again, but this time she's upright. And maybe at first you said it really, really nice, right? Like, this is how I want things. This is how it needs to be. This is what I think. You know, you were okay with something. You really liked an idea, something like that. But then somebody triggered you, like somebody from the past, or somebody that came back around, or somebody you came back around to seemed to have triggered the absolute shit out of you, and you just look pissed to me. You look like you're pissed off. You look like you're kind of stuck on whatever this person said. Give me one more. The Strength in reverse. It's something that kind of like is knocking your confidence a little bit, or fucking with your pride, basically, is what it is. And you're pissed off because you know that your reaction or how you're feeling isn't really you. Like, it's not really you. And you know that this person is kind of bringing you down to their level a little bit. So, oh God. All right, let's see. We have the caution card for this is like what's going on externally that may be causing this internal issue, or what's going on internally that's causing something to happen externally. Six of Swords. Yeah, see, it's something from the past. Somebody may reach out next week is what I'm getting. Could be a family member. Could be somebody you're in a relationship with, or you were. Could even be a friend that's trying to hit you up about advice. But to me, somebody here is trying to um talk to you about a past situation, or you them, and they're kind of like bringing it up and trying to address something. And it could be about a relationship or a family matter, but it seems like whatever is going on, this person, they may be younger than you, but this person is like afraid of you, or is like very cautious of how you're reacting or what your response is. Can I get one more for this caution card? The Magician. Somebody may feel like you have something on them, or somebody may um what's that Magician about? The Ace of Cups. Feels like somebody's intention is to like offer you some kind of love, but for some reason you like absolutely lose your mind. Why is that? The Moon. Because you don't trust them. This is somebody that maybe hid something from you before, or like you. Ooh, this one's juicy. This is definitely something or someone from the past. And it's coming back up, and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how fucking dare you? You know, like I was that way when my ex hit me up. Like, I just completely let that person have it. So I don't know if that's what it is. Could be a family situation, but this person's definitely like a little shook. What you need to do is the Star Seed in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse. So the star seed, right? Well, a star seed is basically a being, galactic being that reincarnates from that place and goes back to Earth. And their whole purpose is to raise consciousness of humanity. Okay. So it's like star seeds are more about like helping humanity and helping everybody else kind of thing, right? But it's in reverse. Not only that, but we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse isn't always drama, isn't always a third party. It can be about, I don't want to go out, or I don't need to be entertaining people right now. I don't need to be entertaining people this week. with that Two of Cups there and that Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse, I think that there's something going on internally that you've been sitting with for a very long time that has caused you to really look at the glass half empty. And I get it. I absolutely get it. I have been raped, tormented. I have had so many things happen to me. And I have to be able to, as shitty as it is, I have to be able to understand that there was, as crappy as it sounds, a reason. Like there's a reason. But it's my choice to make something out of it. So if something happens to me and I don't turn that into it happened for me, then what good is it? What is the use, right? I had made a video a long time ago on an abusive relationship that I was in, and somebody from a women's shelter ended up using the video, and eventually 6 of those women ended up leaving their abusers permanently. And so you think about things like that, and I look at why I had to go through that abusive relationship, right? Even if it was to help 6 other people, or even if, you know what I mean? Like, and I know that sounds really shitty, but like, if you have something negative here and you just let it sit there, it's just going to rot inside of you, and it's going to rot you from the inside out. And if you don't take it and just instead make it so that it's not something that happened to you, but it's something that happened for you, that's the only way it's ever going to have a purpose. So I feel this is about you connecting with you next week and you listening to yourself and understanding yourself better. Okay. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure. I hope that that made sense, and I hope I wasn't super offensive. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.violettaalexis.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I would love to have you. And if you would like 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all that information will be available there. I love you, Pisces, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.